Breaking, Steve Bannon says at least 35 Trump allies had their homes raided by the FBI on Thursday. Steve Bannon, the former aide of the President Donald Trump and the host of the War Room, claims that at least 35 people from the former president had their homes raided by the FBI on Thursday. Bannon announced the raids during an appearance on the Charlie Kirk Show on Real America's Voice. Lawyer and First Amendment expert Hummer Dillon has also confirmed that Trump allies she knows were raided. There were 35 FBI raids last night, Bannon said, and there's another grand jury coming together on January 6th. The Washington Post reported it. 35 senior members of MAGA Republican supporters of Donald Trump that the FBI rolled in on. Bannon noted that all the people who were raided have lawyers that the agency could have contacted. They did not need to do it, right? All these people have lawyers. The jackbooted Gestapo has shown up at their door and made a big display of this, Bannon said. After Kirk tweeted out that Dillon replied, "Can confirm this has happened to many Trump allies I know as well." Neither Dillon nor Bannon named any of these people who were allegedly raided. Bannon was indicated for fraud in New York earlier this week for his role in We Will Build the Wall, which he had been pardoned by Trump for on his last day in office. How can they raid him if he was pardoned for it? A pardon only applies for a federal charge, not charges brought by state prosecutors. Okay. Bannon had been accused of keeping $1 million for the vile fundraising effort to build a wall along the southern border. The effort called We Build the Wall raised over $25 million. The federal case had alleged he defrauded donors and used the money on personal expenses. In a statement addressing the indictment, Bannon wrote, "Just days after being swatted 3 different times by deranged thugs from the New York City inspired by the Biden administration to assassinate me by the police, Soros-backed DA had now decided to pursue phony charges against me 60 days before the midterm election because War Room is a major source of MAGA grassroots movement." He's not wrong there. The SDNY did the exact same thing on August 2020 to try to take me out of the election. It didn't work then, and it certainly won't work now, Bannon continued. This is nothing more than a partisan political weaponization of the criminal justice system. That is fucking completely right. Whether you agree with Bannon or not, Trump or not, doesn't really matter. But when a political party starts using the police and military as their own brown shirts and Gestapo, it's fucking scary. And it's only getting worse. Bannon added that they are coming after all of us, not only President Trump and myself. I am not going to stop fighting. In fact, that I am not yet begun to fight. They will have to kill me first, Bannon concluded. Bannon was convinced that the contempt in July for defying congressional subpoena from the House committee investigating January 6th. He is facing up to 2 years in federal prison and is scheduled to be sentenced in October. Scary fucking news. If they're kicking down doors of 35 senior Trump allies, that means they know he's going to be running again soon, and they're terrified. They're going all out. What happens if he goes through the election and wins, and they just say, no, we're not handing over power, like they were terrified he was going to do? What happens then? I think we all know what happens then. Civil war. Civil fucking war. And it won't be fucking, it won't be clean. It will be disgusting. There will be blood in the streets. There's already blood in the streets now in the US, I suppose. So it's just another jackbooted bunch of thugs kicking down doors now. This usually, happens in places like Iraq and Afghanistan and places like that, maybe places in Africa when they don't agree with a political party and they don't want to, run against them. They just go and shut them down. America's going to have its own version of Kristallnacht sooner or later, and it'll get bloody. It'll get bloody very soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.